Welcome back to Smiley Reactions, and we're back with another reaction.
Yes.
This time it is on the movie American Skin trailer.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is gonna be a good one. I feel like
definitely gonna be a good one.
It's about to set another tone in America. I feel
exactly.
Like. Especially
coming soon.
Coming soon, 2021, I believe. I don't know exactly what day we got to see about that, but
Man, it speaks for itself, so we just
American Skin. Well, yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it. But if it get blocked, cause sometimes they block things, then we might just mute it and take the picture down. You'll see our reactions to it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
We'll
the trailer is about 2 minutes long. Yeah, we'll explain. We'll go in depth, so we'll explain it afterwards, just in case you guys can't.
We're gonna be breaking the whole trailer.
Just in case you guys can't hear or see the picture, because sometimes YouTube be on weird. So we're just gonna hop right into it. That quote right there, man. Why are we the only ones that expected not to be able to basically?
Why are we the only people in this country expected to do things without
violence? Exactly. I was about to go on another tangent, but you know what I was trying to say. Couldn't get it out. Oh my gosh, I'm like, I cannot. So this is taking a different. Alright, y'all. So American Skin trailer coming out in 2021.
I tell you one thing for sure, two things for certain. They're gonna have a whole lot of trouble when this movie come out.
They're gonna have a whole lot of trouble. It's taking a different. Go ahead, go lay down. Hurry up.
I'm hungry.
Okay, we're coming. They're gonna have a whole lot of trouble. This is taking a different, basically, outlook on a black young child.
It's a different reaction.
Definitely different reaction.
Is the reaction that a lot of black people expect, but they never get.
Yeah,
never get. They always get the lesser, like, oh, I gotta accept the fact that you killed my kid.
Yeah. You're not supposed to respond back in violence.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to. Look, you can't. You're not allowed.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Right.
You're not allowed to show emotion. You're not allowed to feel like you did something wrong.
This is my favorite one that people always say. Oh, but Martin Luther King did things with non-violence.
Right, exactly.
But what about Malcolm X?
Exactly. Man.
Right.
This can go a whole oh my god, like, because I feel like we're so accustomed to people the families just not saying much, telling the rest of the community to no violence. I don't want you to go out and
don't riot. That's not gonna do anything.
Right, all peaceful protests. Don't get upset.
But where was the peace when they killed my son?
The violence started with y'all. The violence started with the cops.
Exactly.
Like, most of the black men, women, whoever, don't even have weapons.
Right.
They're unarmed. Yep. So the violence started with y'all, the cops. And then they expect us to be the ones that's supposed to just lay low afterwards. Act like it never even happened. Act like you didn't kill. Like, we don't get them back. This ain't no game.
Exactly.
Like, they really treat things like, oh, you'll be alright.
Yep.
And I was doing my job. What'd he say? What were some of the things they said in there?
I was doing what I was trained to do.
I was doing what I was trained to do, which means that's telling us, like, what, you was trained to what? Kill black people.
Right.
That's what it sounded like to me, because that's what you did. So he's like, well, that's what I was taught.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it go deeper than that then. If that's the case, if they're really out here training people to do that, then
we got a
bigger problem on our hands. It's not just that.
It's not just a couple bad apples.
We clearly, and I wouldn't disagree with that, because if y'all often get off, clearly they're like, you ain't do nothing wrong.
Right.
If I taught you to do that, you did your job. And a lot of people did that. Say that too.
Yep.
I did my job. Yep. Like, and I used to be confused. Like, what you mean you did your job? Like, what you mean? Like, what are you supposed? What do you mean? Your job is killing unarmed black people?
Exactly.
Well, that was what I was trained to do.
Yep.
Oh, well then, in that case...
I did my job.
You did do your job. Honestly, you would. If that's the case.
And guess what? He gonna do his job as a father.
He gonna do his job as a father as he should. As anyone should at this point. That's what this is the type of reaction I'm with. Honestly, I'm not here for all the no justice.
All this.
And then I don't even like our chant, no justice, no peace. There was no justice, but y'all asking for peaceful protests.
Exactly.
We don't even make sense.
Exactly.
Like, we should be going crazy because we don't ever get justice for the most part. So and the whole dang on
I feel like
country could have been burned down.
I feel like it's time for this country to understand that violence begets violence.
Right.
There's no way around it.
Right.
Right? There's no way around it. We go to another country, and if we bomb them, what you think they're going to do to us? They're going to bomb us right back. They're not going to say, oh no, non-violence. Hands up. Don't shoot.
Right. And I don't understand that chant either. I really don't like that chant either, to be honest.
So this movie...
It doesn't really mean much to me. I don't understand it.
This movie, it's going to do more than ruffle feathers. It's going to bring up...
the feathers of those that keep saying... Oh, don't be violent. It's going to ruffle the feathers of cops that's thinking, oh, so who's out here thinking that's what y'all going to retaliate as?
Exactly.
And then it's going, who else is going to ruffle the feathers of, you think? Is that it?
Nah, it's going to bring up a lot of hurt and pain.
Yeah, for those that didn't probably react in this.
Exactly, and for our community.
Yeah,
for our community,
all of us is going to be touched.
Because especially in 2020, it's been non-stop.
Swear, they didn't even slow down.
No.
We wasn't even allowed outside, and they still was killing the ones they saw that was outside.
Exactly.
That to me is really like, dang, y'all need to reach a quota, huh? Like, y'all need to reach a quota because we wasn't even allowed outside, so how was it still happening?
Exactly.
Doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm over this, but I can't wait to watch it.
So it's I can't wait to watch it. It'll be good.
But my whole thing too, I want to say, I hope he don't switch up. I hope it ain't like, oh, they're showing us the good parts. Oh yeah, he's about to get at him, and then we watch it, and then he end with like, kind of like, I was just here to show you and scare you. Like, nah, follow through like they felt follow through. That's how I feel. Like, show us what. You know what I mean? Go through. Like, I know sometimes they probably not going to let them put a whole bunch of stuff in the movies because they don't want us to really, you know what I mean, react as in, take it to the street for real. Like, in real life. Some things they don't, I feel like they be probably not letting black people
but at this point you gotta realize who's making the movie.
I know, but it's still probably still getting it passed to get shown on what? Where they networks and stuff. You gotta be shown somewhere.
You see what that said?
What?
That said BT. That said, that wasn't no ABC, Disney, blah, blah. That wasn't.
But I'm wondering when was the first trailer because we're just now hearing about it. So, you know what I mean?
And I tell you, Spike Lee
don't play.
Spike Lee don't play. You saw Radio Raheem.
Swear.
When the cops choked him out. See, that's one thing I like about Spike Lee. He ain't gonna sugarcoat it. He gonna show you what it is. When Radio Raheem got choked out, and then he got choked out in front of the pizza shop, and he went down, and they burned the pizza shop down. Why? Because y'all ain't do nothing. Because y'all was condoning it. Silence is
just as guilty as the rest. Really. Yep. People gotta start speaking up. Yep. People gotta start taking action. And I ain't talking about that action where you quiet and taking the money afterwards.
Exactly.
Like, no.
Because no amount of money can
replace a whole loved one's life,
or help you cope with that hurt.
Yeah, at all.
Of you losing, especially a child.
Swear, because it's supposed to be. I'm sorry, but it's supposed to be on site. I'm telling you, like even the cops be like putting their guards down. I feel like the cops be so comfortable that when it's still the crime scene and the family's running up, like, oh my gosh. The cops is just sitting there, and when you're the one that kill them, you should be scared. Like, who might be coming up? Who might be coming up and trying to retaliate? I feel like they be so comfortable knowing we ain't gonna do nothing, and I don't like that.
So, and that's why I feel like this movie is gonna show the other side, right? And it's gonna get people thinking, and it's gonna get people upset. And it's gonna, and we need that. We need people to be upset.
Yeah.
All of this crap that happened in 2020, it ain't time to be calm. We ain't accomplished nothing.
Right.
Like right now, we failing as a community.
Right.
Right. So this movie, I can't wait for it to come out because I wanted to make everybody upset.
Right.
I wanted to make everybody mad. Get people talking.
And then it always exposed the racists.
Yep.
Like they always got something to say. So yeah, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real.
Yep. And I hope theaters are open.
Swear I do. I want to watch it with a group
I would
of people.
love to see the demographic that come to see this movie.
Right. Definitely.
I would love to see it.
Right.
Yep.
Which I wouldn't even be surprised when white people come in because there is a lot that support the Black Lives Matter movement. But I want to see the ones that
It's the reaction. Is when you showing a film that's uncomfortable for a certain race because it's showing not even just a race like law enforcement and everything. If they're there like on their off day and they there and they watching it and you tend to feel uncomfortable because it's like that's a depiction of me.
Yeah. Not
per se, but that's the entity that I work for, or that's a person of my community, and they doing these heinous things, and now you got everybody else, and you just feel like they looking.
Yeah.
They looking like.
Swear. Exactly. It definitely changes the vibe in the room.
Yep.
Sure does. Make everybody a little uncomfortable.
Yep. And I feel like
sitting next to you like, what do you think about that? You really start questioning like,
exactly.
What side you want? What you here for?
Yep.
Like.
And then I can't recall the movie. Yeah, I can't recall the movie, but it definitely was a movie, and it was predominantly black, and something serious happened in the movie, and somebody laughed in the theater. Right. It was a video on social media, and he got whipped. They beat it. They beat him pretty bad because it wasn't no laughing moment.
Right.
It was like, oh, you think.
And that's the thing too. I feel like there's gonna be people that try you.
Exactly.
That will go to the theater. There's some people there's some racist people that got a lot of balls.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. So I could see some going, and they might even go with a group and be like, let's just stir the pot. Let's go in there and watch it.
Yep.
Because they are so comfortable feeling like nobody gonna do nothing. That's the thing. They just feel like they got the power. So they'll go. Not do nothing. I mean, do whatever they want. Feel like nobody gonna do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when people do something, they pull that victim card. But there's some that just be bold, like, and some might not even play the victim. They just retaliate too. But I'm telling you, you don't know what to expect. They went in the police station. So they went in a police station just in case they don't let us show the trailer. Let's like run on what we saw. So when it came on. At
the traffic stop.
At the traffic stop, the police approached the car. And there was a black father, and a black son.
They took the dad out the car.
There was two cops. On each one.
They both had their guns drawn. They had the dad out the car. They told the son to get out the car. They had his phone out, and the cop, started yelling.
The father was in the driver's seat, and the son was in a passenger seat, and the son was recording on his phone. And
the dad's saying, no, that's a cell phone,
And the cop is going at it, telling him, show me your hand, stuff like that.
And then you see like
commotion, and you hear a gunshot.
Right. And then
it goes to the next scene.
It cuts to the next scene. Where he pretty much asking the officer, do you remember me?
Yeah.
And he said, you knew he was unarmed, you knew he didn't have a gun, and you still pulled the trigger. Yep. Right? And then it cuts to another scene where they loading up their clips and their guns.
He's taking like a cop person.
Oh yeah, he took a cop.
That I was thinking that because he had to have a big part. I'm thinking he was the one that helped them get into the police station. So it looked like it was like a family member, a police officer as a family member, a black man, and they were coming out the house, and he was like, take me to the police station. That's what it seemed like take me there.
Yep. So they loading up their guns, and he told the people that was in a car, like, don't stop recording. Like, so
whatever you do, don't stop recording. Like, it's about to get real.
So, and because we need to make an example, essentially, the world needs to see what's about to happen, and especially not even if it's the world, this country needs to see what's going to happen, so that they know that this is what you need to expect.
Right, the blueprint.
The next time something like this happens, right?
This is how we moving from now on.
Yep. And then they go, you see them shooting inside the police station, the officers running.
They're shooting back but running and ducking.
And then, part I like, right? This is probably one of my favorite parts of the trailer. When all the guys that were in the jail, they had all the police officers bound and sitting in a room. The one officer that killed his son, he had all the inmates come out and he told them, "This is your jury. You gonna be trialed right now for the murder of my son." And it's a powerful moment, because if I know I'm a criminal and I know I did something wrong, alright, yeah, if I'm out here and I beat somebody up, okay, I expect to go to jail. DUI, I expect to go to jail. But a lot of times these guys are wrongly imprisoned, so they got a lot of hate and a lot of resentment towards the officers, and the maltreatment that the treatment that they receive is ridiculous. They treat black men like animals.
Right, so they're like, little do y'all know,
so now
it ain't never stopped.
Exactly. So now these are the guys that's going to determine his fate.
Yep. And it always cuts in and out from the actual like trailer showing what's going on to the father talking to the police officer who killed his son
in another room, in an
interrogation room with him across the table, and the officer is cuffed to the table.
Yep.
So he's
and the dad has a gun.
Yeah.
And he asked him, he said, "Are you scared?"
Yep.
And then he stood up with the gun and said, "Are you afraid?"
Right. So what are some other parts? We're just skimming through just in case, because they like to block some things. So it's just going through. You show on his the father's face that basically how angry he is, knowing that things can escalate when he pulls the son out the car. Yep. Also cuts
the press conference, right?
Yeah, the press conference.
So that I felt that, like I felt that.
It just breaks our heart every time. Like, it's like you can never get used to them saying not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. As many times as we heard it, it does not get easier one bit.
And that just infuriated me.
Man,
I got instantly mad. I don't know if y'all can see it on my face when I was watching that part, but I was heated.
Woo.
Because too many times, especially this year, we heard that not guilty verdict, right? Not guilty when it's blatant, But yeah, this movie definitely is.
It showed him crying. It showed the dad crying. It showed them at the press conference once, they make their first speech, they usually tell us we don't want any violence. They showed that part. It showed like the little clips of the son growing up, basically like the things you would feel if that happened. Like you're just like, that's my loved one. I raised him. Like, that's my son. Like, all the memories, that's all I got left. Like, you really took him from me. Like I said, it's not a game. Like, so it showed that. And then it skips to him taking a police officer out the house, which is probably a family member, telling them, like I said, not to stop recording. And the police officer trying to plead his case.
Oh, and then the
riots.
It shows the riots.
Yeah, it shows the riots.
I forgot that part. It shows the riots. So
them busting the windows out of cars.
Busting the cars, setting the town on fire, setting the city on fire.
Showing the true meaning of no justice, no peace.
Yep.
And then they're bringing out the inmates. Now he want to crack, play victim. I can't wait. I cannot wait. American Skin. What do you think about the title, though?
American Skin. I feel like it's symbolic, because it's going to show the true colors.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what I feel like. And then it's funny how they got it in black and white.
Yeah, I was thinking that, and then it's in black and white on top of that.
They got it
because
in black and white.
Because of course, American Skin, like I don't think that's about black people. That's them, like the cops more so than anything. Like, in the skin you're in, this is what you decide to do, basically. Like, this is what American Skin involves.
Yep.
This is what being an American is.
And what I'm taking from how they wrote it, how American is in white, insinuating that
and skin is in black.
Only white people are Americans, right?
Yep.
And skin is in black, and is a kind of play on words like American skin, white, Americans and
black skin.
And blacks
with black skin.
And then Americans with black skin that's surrounded by white saying, "Nah, you ain't you ain't American."
Right.
You surrounded by Americans, but because your skin is black, you're gonna always be an outsider and you're gonna be treated as such.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's
I like that.
It's definitely a lot going on. It's simple, but like you can pull certain things out.
I can't wait to see some more trailers for this movie. I can't wait. What's the release date on this? Do we know?
Skip to the.
Okay, the release date. Let's see.
It would be.
Ooh, did they say? No, I ain't seen
Nope.
here.
They didn't say. They just say 2021.
Yeah, they might not got one yet.
Yeah, they just say 2021. So.
Hopefully it's early 2021.
Right.
We need some movies like this. Like I'm tired of the ones we got a few, but it's not like this. I feel like.
Right.
Like I said, I hope you don't count. Like I hope they don't just like leave like a cliffhanger where I want them to go through with it.
I'm telling you. I've never known Spike Lee to do that.
Okay, oh yeah, you did say
I've never known Spike Lee to do that.
And
right.
Well, y'all talk to us in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. Like, are y'all ready for this movie? Do y'all think it's gonna ruffle a couple feathers? Do y'all think it's extra? Like, do you think people should react like black people shouldn't react like this? Y'all talk to us. We really gonna talk back with y'all because we're anxious for this. Like, so we really want to know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're the first to know when it's the next time we're reacting to something or whatever we're doing next. We do a lot of things on this channel, but we had to react to this one. We also got reactions to other videos, of course. But yeah, man, this one's deep.
All right.
So we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.